It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams, and it's coming up next.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw is Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Stafford now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Dante Pettis deep for Chicago. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Williams off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 3rd down and 10. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They run it again with Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Ethan Evans now. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards there for number 15.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. We're scoreless after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a toss for Swift left side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside. They sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
This 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Stafford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Williams throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Allen. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
For the kickoff here, 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports app. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams able to find the open man. That's complete. And I don't think... No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do. 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And they work this out past the 25. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Monday. Hurry up, get set.
On first down at Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, Stafford. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
50. Here we go.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. 20, 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Personal foul on this play, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Rams are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Point after here coming up. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jones now on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chicago offense set to get started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that's It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Double right.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Man open is Robinson. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the play. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of
and I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Now, after the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 6-yard pickup.
Williams going to get it again on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Middle. Stay 50, stay 50.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Double right. Set.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Encroachment defense.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there to... on that play. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run with Herbert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Williams throw here into the hands of Moore. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here we go.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Williams toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the folks in New York just going to wind... what the official saw as this play will stand as... Third down and goal coming up here.
Come on. Hey.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now Stafford and the Rams down 13-9, a little under 40 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. They ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front. To let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
59. Drill right. 22. You ready?
Now Stafford. Flush to his right. And he is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.